Hey there, it's meteorologist Kaiti Blake. We've got another at-home science experiment / activity from my kitchen today, and this one is all about Earth Day. And of course, Earth Day is an opportunity for us to stop and think about how we can give back to our planet, a planet that gives us so much in natural resources, but it can get really overwhelming when you think about you trying to do one big thing to help the planet. That's really overwhelming, but what's more realistic is each of us every day, a few times a month, several times a year, doing some smaller things that can eventually really help our planet. And that's what we're going to do today by making our own compost. So what is compost? Basically, compost is a type of soil that's made from all organic matter. So it's made from things that are naturally found on or in the earth. It's made from things that are grown from the earth, like fruits and vegetables. And quick story, when I think of compost, I think of the little container that my grandma had in our kitchen when I was growing up, that every time she'd open it, it was just like, as a kid, I was like, this is disgusting. She'd be putting the banana peels, the eggshells in there. But as I got older, eventually I followed my grandpa out to his garden and realized that they were making the compost to be used in our garden. It's a full circle thing, and it's just a way to take ingredients that would be thrown away originally and recycle them, reuse them, give back to the planet. So that's what compost is, and here's how we're gonna make our own today. All right, here's what you'll need. You'll need to go get some dirt, soil, and leaves from outside. You'll need to get some of the food that you would normally throw away, but save it. Like eggshells work great, leftover lemons or limes, leftover apples, even a banana peel. You can throw that in there as well. You'll need some type of paper. You could tear up old newspaper, any kind of old paper there. You'll need some kind of jar that you can poke a hole in the top, and then you'll need some water. All right, so basically what you're gonna do, remove the lid from the jar, and then you're just gonna layer all those ingredients we just talked about in the jar and then top it off with some water. All right, so once you've got your water in there, you just need to cover up your compost. But you need to be able to poke holes in whatever kind of lid or cover that you put on the jar so that oxygen can get in and out, and that's gonna help your ingredients slowly decompose and turn into compost. So what I'm going to do is, on top of my mason jar, take a piece of foil and use that as the lid. So we'll put this on there like so. And then just take that ring part of the lid and secure it back on the mason jar. And then, using a pin, just puncture holes right in the top. I did 5. All right, now that you've got some airflow in there, your compost is ready. But the kicker with this experiment, it is going to take many weeks before you start to see results. I know. So it's going to take weeks for all of this to begin to decompose and eventually turn into something that can be used as soil. But in that time, if you're like me and you've got a little bit of extra room in here, you can leave it in your kitchen somewhere that when you have some extra eggshells, maybe some banana peels, you can add them to your compost before it gets full. And if you run out of room and want to start another one, you definitely can. But again, over these next several weeks, take a couple of months, you'll be able to see everything in here changing and decomposing. So take note of what that looks like, maybe even what it begins to smell like. And of course, let us know if you ever get around to using this compost as soil in your garden at your house. If you'd like to see more experiments, activities like this, more stuff for the kids, just head to KSAT Kids on ksat.com. There's a ton of stuff to keep everyone busy there. Kaiti Blake, KSAT 12 News.